Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be fighting the Kraken. I know it sounds crazy, and upgrading our mob farms to make them look super nice. So I hope you guys are ready. Starting out today, we are underwater in Seaopolis, and we have some building to do. Let's take a look at some of the building stuff that we have to work on. This right here, this ugly mob farm mess from early on, it's got to go. It's 100% got to go, and it is going to take the place, or this is going to take the place of this. Now, how am I going to do this? Well, this mob farm, honestly, it's a little offset from the main things. I'm almost wanting to pull it back just a little bit, so it's a, you know, it's set in between here so we can actually utilize things. But we're going to have like mob grinders on the outside here that are going to be farming this. Not for mob drops, because we don't really need mob drops, but specifically for essence. So that way we can, for one, keep withers spawning over here. Like, that's a good thing, right? Keep these wither guys spawning. But also make sure we're generating essence to be able to spawn them. And we want to be able to capture all of this. Also, we're going to need a better tank than this. This tank is just not working. We're going to need another one of those giant tanks from Industrial if we're going. So yeah, I'm down here, making these farms. Actually, I'm thinking about leaving the farms like this. We're going to have the machines on the outside, the mob crushers anyways. So it's not going to be too horrible. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm not losing any breath, this thing right here is a vanilla conduit. Make it as soon as you can make it. I should have made it a long time ago. You can cover it up and do whatever you want with it. But this is all you need to do to get this thing to max tier. If you want to look it up on the Minecraft wiki, super simple if you've never seen a vanilla Minecraft conduit. But there you go. It's kind of overlooked. I've actually, you know, I've watched a lot of like vanilla content creators, and this is such a thing that gets overlooked. You know, just making a conduit. Only when like you're making a drowned farm, or not a drowned farm, like a guardian farm, does this ever get like mentioned or used. So pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and do this. What is this guy? Looks like he has a little hat on. I've not really paid attention to these guys. He's got like a little hat. Oh, I think we've made him mad. Yeah, these guys are like nothing to us now. So yeah, this is going to turn into our mob farm. I'm gonna grab some dirt, not iron. I don't know how I spelt iron when I wanted to spell dirt. What is wrong with me? So I'm going to fill these areas in with dirt. I recommend making a wand. If you're at the point I'm at, you can probably make an infinity wand. The infinity wand is amazing. Like, just be careful, because I don't know if there's a wand oops or not. Or like the building gadget, I don't know if there's something to let you undo this. But we need it to be dirt, because we're going to turn this into a dark style dirt. And we can just buy the eggs down here. We can just buy the rotten eggs. It's only 30 C-bucks. Not horrible to just buy it, even though I am gonna, I should show you guys how to also make it. It's not difficult to make these eggs. But yeah, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna place gray concrete on the bottom, sort of go with the theme, and we'll see how it goes. These are gonna be dark rooms, but this section here is gonna be glass, so that way I can look in from these windows and see the mobs in here working. That's gonna be one of the cool parts of this setup. So another tip I wanted to show, if you want to use this wand, and let's say you don't have the blocks placed, just put them in your offhand, and it lets you place them from within your offhand. So if you didn't know that, bam, there you go. So it's kind of like any of the other building gadgets, like from Dyer's, except for this one has such a big range. It's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, just put the block in your offhand, and you can of course change the modes by holding down shift. And you can see there are specific build modes, but I like the one I like the most is that one that lets you just place it wherever. Now we're almost done. This top section I need to fill in here with glass, and I am going to be using the dark glass, this particular dark glass that blocks light. As you can see, there is tinted glass. Tinted glass is really hard to see through. The Glass Essentials one actually works really well. Also, glass, yeah. That's a thing. I'm going to have to make a bunch of glass. Today, we're also going to fix this. I'm going to be swapping this over to an energized smelter. Last episode, I tried to use the one from Mystic Agriculture, but I think the energized smelter can also go incredibly fast. And we can turn it into a factory, and it can smelt so much super quick. So that's probably gonna be the way to go as far as getting things quickly smelted. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and place all this down and make sure this is out of my offhand and just build up. There we go. This is gonna look sleek. This is gonna look really sleek, I think. So here we are setting up the mob crusher now. I have a couple of things I have to worry about. I have to drain this, and I do have the ability to do that. We're gonna use a powered sponge. Let's see. I think I have a powered sponge. Yeah, I made a powered sponge. Very simple to craft that thing, or you can just buy it. I think you can actually buy it from the store. Now, every single one of these mob crushers, they're gonna have upgrades. It's just not gonna be fast enough if we don't have these upgrades. And also throwing in that 9x9 range upgrade is really gonna help as well. Probably don't want it bigger than 9x9. We'll just kind of keep it there. And then we need a way to, I'm not gonna worry about items. Items are gonna fill up in this and they're gonna stay in there. Now the thing that I want is essence. So I'm gonna place this here, and by the way, this will get waterlogged, but it might actually get fixed when we go to change up other things. This top is gonna get covered for the most part. I believe I can go ahead and block that off, because the main thing I'm interested in is putting the fluids in the tank, and this is where we have to sort of situate our tanks. I have a new tank that is all green, just plain green. This is all going to pour out of here. We're going to use these pipes, if I can control them. We're going to use these pipes with a wrench, same pipes that we've been playing with. We're going to pull out the fluid, because these are fluid pipes, into this. And then we need to send another ender tank that all this fluid's going into from all 4 of these. And that's going to end up pouring into this advanced black hole tank. So let's just imagine this is going into the top. Now we're going to have that lime green that our other stuff is hooked to, that we were using. And this is going to send it to this one. So we're going to use this advanced black hole as a buffer. And I think that's going to be a great way to do this. It's going to be one of the better ways of doing it anyways. So I'm going to hit this with an upgrade. And this thing is basically ready to go. It's already ready to attack mobs. We want to make sure this is set to mobs will generate essence. I wish there was a setting here for like, will generate essence or more essence without mob drops. That would be awesome, because there is a setting to not use or not generate essence and give us looting basically. But I would prefer to have another option as well that would give us more essence, because essence always seems to be the thing that I run out of the most. And making multiple mob farms isn't always the greatest option, because, well, you start to encounter even more lag. So I've got to repeat that same process with all of these, and then we get to clear out the interior, which is going to be the fun part. We get to clear out all the water. So now the fun part, and that is going to be hopping in here and I guess teleporting out once we get this all set up. I need some C-Bucks, right? So we do have a lot of C-Bucks. I have been using these though, mostly to buy the boss stuff. So this was from quite a bit of just AFKing, but if I was to set up a single farm with just these seeds, which I definitely probably need to do. That reminds me, I probably need to set up one of these to just farm this. Like, I think we have a place where we can do this. I can maybe stop my Inferium production for a bit while I work on this. Wow, are we really low on that much bone? I turned off the particle effects of this, so that way I could get a little bit of frames, a little bit more frames. But they don't seem to be growing super fast. So yeah, I'm gonna go find my Inferium crop, which I believe is this one, and replace it with these seeds. And it's gonna be kind of nice, because it'll definitely give us a nice boost on those. So now that I have the C-Bucks working, that should hopefully give us enough to be able to buy some more of these things. Of course, we also have C-Bucks here. Let's hop down all the way to here, and buying these rotten eggs are probably gonna be it's a good way to go. We just reset this and we can keep buying them. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to make them the more I look at it, because these only do a 5x5 area, so they'll only work till about here. So when I place this, then I'm gonna need basically 4 for each of these rooms. This does not spread, so I'm gonna need 4 of them. Now you're noticing nothing spawning. I don't know if anything spawns without water. So that's a thing. But I can go ahead and clear this out. That'll probably help with our Seabucks production anyways. And I believe if I clear this, yeah, it's going to clear out a lot of water. And yeah, you can already tell mobs are going to start spawning. We just cleared out a whole bunch of water. I wonder if I can clear out this area. That'd be kind of cool. Don't know what I have to clear out to keep that from flowing in. Unless there's... yeah, the water's going to keep flowing. So, I can use this to teleport out, which is super nice. And let's see. Can we see? Yes, this is the side. It's actually not too bad with the water there. I might put up a barrier, and then we would just have an empty spot here. Oh yeah, I can put a barrier up on all these sides. So as far as this goes, we could take these fluid pipes, hook the fluid pipes here, and do that process that I was talking about, right? Where I say, hey, you pull into this to fill up, and then you pull into this to send to all of our mob farms and stuff like that. And then of course, these do need some speedo upgrades. There we go. And that should now fill up, and whatever residual should build up here. Of course, these aren't completely filled out because we need to make some rotten eggs. How do we make rotten eggs? So that's another question. We're going to need some chickens. I'm no stranger to summoning in chickens, but I think we have a bunch. So the chicken feed right here, we need a bunch of buckets, basically. And we're going to need 4 for each room. So that is going to be at least 16 minus 3, so 13. Or actually, we're going to need 14. Because I've already used 2 on this room. So 14 of the chicken feed, which means we need a few buckets. 14 buckets to be exact. And I think I have the perfect place to pull out all these buckets. And we've been saving this for quite a while. Let's hop over here and get all 14 buckets. Notice this thing isn't even emptying. There's so much storage here. This is literally... Look how much that is. Do you realize that's 1,023 buckets worth of this experience? Just raw experience. Wow. Okay. So yeah, this is also going to be disappearing, by the way, once we get all these other rooms finished. Going to throw this all in here. And basically, I'm going to show you the base. Like, this is how this works. Mob imprisonment tool. Let's see. We have a couple of chickens, but I'm going to have to summon in some chickens, like the good old-fashioned way, without killing them, by dumping them up here. Sorry, but I'm going to need this for a moment. I'm going to need you for a moment to stop. Thank you. Thank you. And then right here, break this, and I have to break this temporarily, which just has a couple of upgrades on it. I think that shouldn't have filtered anything, right? It shouldn't have. And then all of the chickens should filter to the middle. Slap this in here. Get ourselves a chicken spawned in, or a few. Just a few. We don't need a lot, just a couple. All right, that's probably enough. So now that we have enough chickens, this is how you do it. You just use the GM feed on one of them. One of them does that. Yeah. By the way, the rotten egg ended up inside of our system just because of the vacuum that we have over here. So yeah, that's it. All I have to do is make a bunch of those now. I just need to make a bunch of the GM chicken feed, which I have to repeat this over and over again because of course it's buckets. And yeah, I'll be back in a second. Just realized I need a lot more than 14 buckets. 14 times 4. Just realized. I know you guys stayed because you specifically wanted to see this part. just a whole bunch of chickens just popping, right? You guys literally subscribe because this is what you want to see. You know, this has a little T-Rex on it. It's like saying rawr. It's like a little T-Rex going on there. I notice they are making like a little T-Rex sound. I love how even the ones that are different colors, it doesn't matter. They're white chickens. Look, if I use it on the black chicken, it just turns into a white chicken. Hilarious. Just hilarious. All right, now I got to get rid of all these chickens. So after messing around with all this stuff, I'm noticing I might have a slight problem with the water. I do want to fix this. But placing water can be kind of a pain. Like, we don't have like a chalice, right? So how are we going to do this? Well, if we search infinity, or not infinity, if it's the same thing for the bow. Yeah, infinity. And we search for this particular enchant. And you can see we have it right here. Let's go ahead and make sure we have some books. And there we go. Let's go over to our enchanting area. And we can actually make this bucket of water an infinite amount of water. It's pretty cool. So that should be more books. Let's break this down into specifically. You can see you can put it on a bucket. Look at that. Infinity on a bucket. Yes. Now, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work with lava, but it does work here. And I think this is a quark feature. This is a feature of quark. So now we have an enchanted water bucket that is legitimately infinite. Look at this. And so we can just place in these areas that the water is sort of broken. And it should fix itself once you get enough water sources. This is kind of wonky, but yeah, once you get enough sources in here, things will start to fix themselves. I do like those ones that just automatically fix water, but hey, this will get the job done. All right. Look at that. Makes it look so much better. And look at that, man. This is starting to get nice and clean. I'm liking this. I'm definitely liking this build so far. Down here looks even cooler. Look at this. You see the mob spawning in, doing their thing like they're supposed to, getting mob crushed. And what we should see is, hopefully we have a build up. Hopefully all this work wasn't, oh, it's not building. It's not going any faster. Oh, I don't know why this would be the case. Like, we have even more of this, but mobs still just aren't spawning fast enough. I mean, to be honest, this is going a lot faster. So, I mean, I guess that's a thing. Now, as far as this experience goes, you can see the experience right there. I don't really want those to be building up. I need to swap this out for a lot larger of a tank. So if we go to industrial tank, we have ourselves, this is the one I think we had as the advanced. Then you have a simple black hole tank, which goes up to the size of this current tank that we have, which is kind of crazy that that simple tank is the same size as this tank. And then we have a Supreme, which is the one I want to go to. I think this one needs to be set to a Supreme, which needs a simple Supreme frame. I say simple because we have all the ingredients for it. But yeah, let's go ahead and replace it with that. One tank later, and we should be able to replace this thing. Yeah, this thing is going to be quite large. Look at that, already starting to fill up. And it fills up incredibly quickly. I believe it is totally able to keep up with this, but it's just going to keep those experience orbs out of here. I have to go in at the moment, and I have to pick up those experience orbs. Yeah. Otherwise, they're just going to stay in there. Notice our levels just dramatically went up. So just to show you guys what I did, like I told you guys I planted this whole crop, right, of sea bucks. And notice this is completely filled with bone meal. I've only let it run for a short period of time, and there's 7,000 that have built up, which means we should be able to at least get a Kraken today. We've got to be able to get a Kraken. Come on. Come on now. Give me a Kraken. That's all you have to do. Did we get a Kraken spawn? We got a Kraken spawn egg. Oh yes. We got a Kraken spawn egg, which means we can now summon that Kraken in. I told you guys we were going to be fighting a boss. Oh man. Let's get an angel block, because I have no idea what to expect from this thing. But we can place an angel block out around our base. Let's get some bows or some arrows. Just in case. We have to kill this thing. It looks like it's getting dark out, which may be a problem for us. Let's go ahead and place this thing right there and summon the Kraken. Oh boy! That's a big boy. Is it floating? Is it? It's floating. Hold up. Does it even know I exist? It's straight up just floating. Do you do anything? Why don't you just one-shot me? Ho! We got some phantoms coming into the mix. Wow, we can't even get close to it. Okay, let's try. Let's try going in here. Oh, we're going in hot. I'm going in hot. Come on. Trying to get in here. It's doing damage to me by like pushing me away. I don't want it to regen like the other mob. And it does regen, it looks like. Get out of here, Phantom. This thing. Can we get... Ow. The knockback. I'm not even supposed to be taking knockback. I have a charm on me that literally prevents knockback, and I'm taking knockback. I hope you drop something really good. Is it me or is it missing some legs? It looks like it's missing some tentacles. I really hope that's not due to Optifine, but I can't even run this pack without Optifine. It is pretty intensive late game. We are like down a hearts right now. Come on. There we go. We did it. Did it drop anything? Did it not drop anything? Like, what? It dropped bone. Yeah. Is it supposed to drop something? Because if it did, we didn't pick it up. I do have a magnet on though. No. I hope this doesn't like void items. I guess it just doesn't pick up items when the backpack's full. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. Well, that was fun. It may not have dropped anything, but at least we killed it. Yep, we killed a giant floating tentacle monster. I feel just as weird saying that as you probably do hearing it. I am completely blind. Completely blind. It did drop some stuff. It dropped thorns 10, and it dropped a leggings called Spiky that have literally nothing on them. I think this was supposed to be combined with that, but it just gives you the book. So that's not bad. Thorns, we could probably put that on our chest piece just to give us that extra thorny bit, you know? I think we have enough levels. Kind of bump up our current thorns level. Man, our chest piece is getting pretty OP at this point. You know, how crazy is this thorns? Like if I go over here and this mob hits me, how much health did that do? It does like 2 or 3 hearts. It does quite a bit of hearts. Wow. Okay. So this thing is just actively being hurt by me standing here, and I'm taking like hardly any damage. Dude, this guy doesn't take any thorns damage. It just tries to drag you under. I love these guys, by the way. Those are super cool. The teeth, and look, it makes for such cool looking blocks. So after killing the Kraken, we have effectively completed this section. So the crawler, the CC13, we've completed it. We've killed the Ender Dragon, we killed the Wither, we killed the Kraken, we killed the crawler. Now we get some creative items, and can't really complain about these because these technically help us complete this section, right? Or no? Or these tasks where we have to like actually craft the item. I have the item though. Oh, we need to complete these first. But I do have the item. So basically it saves us needing to craft this one and this one to complete this final reward, which gives you a trophy. That's a lot of essence, by the way, to be able to make that last, like, to be able to craft every creative thing in here. A whole lot of like essence. Yeah. Okay. So creative storage. I mean, I would love to creative storage disk. I want the creative power. I hope that this right here completes. Let's hope it does, because this does take on special data when you do put it in your inventory. Creative paste container. I'm kind of interested in what that can do. I guess you can just copy and paste everything, right? And just use paste containers. And so you would never need blocks again, I think. So like I could technically copy this entire base and paste them like multiple times. And like it would be infinite. Like it could literally paste this entire build multiple times and it wouldn't even matter. It would not matter at all. Like that That's what that paste container thing does. And then the creative power, of course, is infinite power, which is a beautiful thing to get. Definitely early on, maybe the first thing you do. I still am kind of interested in these two things, as once you have creative power, I think this is creative power. It's an input plug. Unlimited power. It says unlimited power. But this is fully powered refined storage, which means all you'd have to do is just use this with a plug, infinite power, and then you have infinite power. You don't need a creative controller. I don't know. That's not my thinking. I would love like a creative vending. That would be a good thing to replace this with, is like a creative vending something. I know that would break everything, but man, I don't know. You would still have to make more dust for the creative vending. That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool, is having a creative vending upgrade or something like that lets you like duplicate items. But anyways, I think it's a good time to thank the sponsor of today's video. And that is going to go to... Now I'm sorry, this is Rubber Ducky, but it's actually Tango Rubber Ducky. So let's actually copy this. Let's copy this Rubber Ducky down here. So it is Tango, right? Tango, and then Rubber Ducky. All right. There we go. Not Rubber Ducky, Tango Rubber Ducky. Thank you so much for your amazing support over on Patreon. And guys, of course, if you are interested in becoming a Patreon yourself, of course, you can find that linked down in the description below. But of course, watching the videos is honestly one of the best ways to support. Also by clicking the subscribe button and giving these videos a thumbs up. And if you would do me a good solid, maybe follow me over on Twitch. Twitch is actually a great place to follow me as well. And if you're interested, you can of course follow me over on Twitter. I do post awesome stuff over there as well. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Of course, if you did, be sure to click that subscribe button. Of course, I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.